That's funny.
All right, I think we're good.
We're good?
We're live.
We're going live?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we will do it live.
The Landlord.
Yeah, well, let's preface this. Okay, so, yeah. Let's come up with a movie.
The Landlord is a man.
So, yeah. So here's what's going to happen, folks. First of all, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Okay, that takes care of that because we don't have any sponsors. But if you'd like to sponsor the show, you very well can. Talking about movies, right? Like, some of these movies have, like, funny names, like The Accountant, The Teacher,
The Plumber.
The Restaurateur.
The Sommelier.
Anyway, what if the movie was called The Landlord? What would The Landlord be about? Where'd he go?
Landlord would obviously rent out rooms.
Well, he'd have to, like, own properties, no doubt, right? So, like, he owns properties.
I immediately think apartments.
I think apartments too.
Okay.
I don't think like a commercial landlord. I think you're right. Like apartment complex, like maybe multiple apartment complexes.
Do we want to go Jason Bateman with it?
Dude, maybe. Oh, dude. Here it is. I got it. The landlord owns like multiple apartment complexes around the country, right? But he like intentionally...
The globe.
Yeah, around the world.
Properties around the globe.
Yeah. And he like intentionally owns different types of properties, like from all different like income scales or like demographics.
Shanty towns to the penthouse.
Yeah, no doubt.
So he has a diverse portfolio.
And it's intentional because he's doing like experiments on people.
Okay.
You know, like
what kind of experiments? Are we like hostile experiments or like
it could go any direction?
Future biological weapon experiments.
Dude, he could be Elon Musk. He could be fucking, damn near Putin. I don't know. I feel
like the horror murder is played out. It needs to be something next level. Dude, he's an alien. Collects people for experiments.
No, when you say alien, you mean like universe alien or like illegal Mexican alien?
Universe alien.
I'm down with that. Okay, yeah, so So that's why he owns apartment complexes, because he's an alien and he wants to like know all of humanity.
And where he gets the money from is that the aliens are in on it with the government. There's several landlords. We'll find out in the end.
Oh, dude, what it turns out to be is every U.S. government official is a, quote, landlord.
Oh.
The lord of the land. But it starts with this one dude.
Right, we'll play that in the beginning.
Okay,
the whole first movie will be just him.
You know, best place to start is the beginning. So what's this guy's name? Larry the Landlord?
No, because then it becomes a comedy. Are we doing thriller or comedy? I'm thinking thriller drama.
Yeah, no, we're for sure doing like what do you call it? You wouldn't call it a brain thriller. You call it a mystery,
thriller, drama, mystery.
Thriller, yeah, a psychological thriller.
TDM.
Psychological / financial thriller. So it's like.
Is the money really important though?
Saw meets Wall Street.
Is the money really important though?
To the alien, maybe it is because he's part human too.
I was gonna go with
maybe selfishly he wants to do all right. You know.
We find out like kind of at the end that he's so like we go through the movie and he's like doing all these experiments and shit, and in the end we see him talk to this alien or maybe like we just know something that isn't human. We don't even have to see it, and then like either we can find out in the end or in the next one that where this guy gets his money from is like these aliens who are in on it with the government.
You know what I like even better? I like where that's going, but I like the first movie. Him not even knowing he's a damn alien. He just has all these resources. He's intelligent in certain ways. He can like hear people stop. He doesn't know he's an alien.
Should he be?
Like he is this landlord, and he was like bred to become a landlord.
Should he be an alien?
Or in the movie, he finds out he's an alien.
Or make him a human, but that is working for an alien.
Oh, dude, had the Neuralink working for Elon Musk.
He was once an experiment.
Yes.
Nice.
Dude, from a generation ago when everyone's forgotten about it.
So the brain control is that the government and or aliens, we can decide later, or neither.
Government is aliens.
Okay, I like that. Well, yeah, the government
We're getting
aliens,
a little far off base here.
they're synonymous, just government and aliens.
Yeah, theoretically.
Have at some point in time experimented on people with these, I guess, essentially brain control, like microchip Neuralinks.
Yeah.
And then their job is to they're called landlords. They go out as landlords who are just given unlimited money and resources to start companies, or the government will just
free rent.
will just buy out an apartment like leasing company. They'll just buy them out and then put their own landlord in and start doing all these crazy experiments on the residents.
Dude, yeah.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Like old folks' homes. Oh, that'd be dark as shit.
That gets a little dark. That gets a little dark.
You could even do like you could make it a series instead of a movie, where like each episode is a different like landlord. You know, kind of like what's the
That's actually not a bad idea.
what's the show?
Each episode-
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
It's like a standalone thing, but it's still common like theme. if you will.
Each episode is a different landlord
The landlord.
doing a different experiment, and then somehow we find they're connected.
Right. Yeah.
I like it,
Dude, that'd be a good fucking TV show.
dude, for real. And like, we can even go next level and like, is it just the American government, or like, are these landlords all governments
Oh, dude.
are in with the aliens?
Dude, it starts small, right? So it's just, you think it's one property owner, then it turns out to be multiple landlords in each state, then it's like bigger scale, multiple landlords in every country, and then you find out there's like one giant landlord for the world, but then you find out he's only one of a billion because there are multiple worlds. So,
Did we just MC Universe it?
dude, yeah, everything's connected, but it's all different. All
Actually,
at the same
it
time.
would be cool to be like, it's just one guy for one season. It's just one landlord, right?
Yeah, okay.
And then the next season sort of shows you how he got that property, right? Like, you could have maybe
kind of like some Better Call Saul type vibes.
the second season you could run it backwards. So like the second season you would start, so the first season you see him do all these horrific or whatever, even maybe just mental experiments on the residents.
Yeah.
And then the second season starts where he bought the apartment complex. It just shows him like buying it, and you go backwards and it shows how he got this money, and he doesn't quite remember how he looks in his bank account, right? And he's like, doesn't make much sense. And then the next episode goes where he's like out at a bar and some guy whacked him or whatever. They did the experiment on him or whatever, right? And then so like he wakes up the next day and he's like, I have all this money, and then they start just telling him, go buy this property.
And he's like, I'm gonna go buy this property.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get into the apartment rental
I'm gonna
business.
quit my job.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go be a landlord, somewhere. Oh, dude, what about this? What if like all that's true except he's grown? No, it happened to his dad, but his dad like failed or I don't know whatever. So he's living in this apartment as a kid, and he grows up in an apartment his entire life, and he always looks up to the landlord because that's an important figure in a kid's life, I guess.
If you don't have a dad.
He's like aspired to become this landlord. It turns out that landlord's in on it, and he's like the next like group or whatever.
Predecessor?
Yeah,
I like the brain chip idea
I
though.
like the brain chip idea too. It's like what kind of experiments though? Like you talking about like
Some could
in
be
each different apartment he releases like some sort of different like aerosol or
maybe it's just like a section of apartments in an apartment complex, or it's like the whole apartment complex.
I
But
like the idea of like this social like experimentation.
Yeah, like
How
I
people
like
respond to different situations.
yeah, I like more of the soft approach. Like not so much gruesome like cutting people up and shit.
Dude, what if say he has like I don't know 100 different apartment or 10 different apartment complexes? What if he creates like the same exact like chaotic scenario? So, for instance, like say there's a gunman at one of these apartment complexes, and remember he owns like different, like diverse, what do you call it? Fuck.
Demographics?
Demographics of so whatever. So he sees how these different demographics react to the same situation.
He's
And,
like doing
he
like
learns from
genetic experiments.
yeah, or like he'll take someone who lives at like this really super nice apartment, whatever, high rise, and he'll like fuck with their life to where their life goes down the drain, they lose it, and they have to go live at one of his other, properties. Where like it's a terrible demographic. And then vice versa, like someone like wins the lottery, he makes it happen, and they get to go live at one of his like higher valued properties, and it's like you see how they interact socially.
I feel like that's been done.
Has it?
I mean,
he's an alien and he does all these.
Not the alien, but the switching incomes.
Yeah. It seems like a premise that if it hasn't been done, it should have.
I feel like we're getting too deep. with that.
like
Prince and the Pauper, right?
That or Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I just like the one where like you don't know why this guy is doing these experiments. Like that's what I like the backwards play of it, where like every time you learn something new, you realize like the person that was doing the thing is doing the thing because someone before him, like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's trying to find the answer to something.
And then we can just make it silly, like the last episode, just aliens just being like, we were bored.
Yeah.
Or something stupid.
Yeah, I don't know how to end it, so the world just blows up.
Yeah, we don't know. We can't go any higher.
Yeah. My mind's literally going to explode. Okay, yeah, shit. There you go.
You can find us at
Yeah, go ahead and make the movie. Let us know how it is.
Nick and Ryan Association.
Yeah.
NRA.
Yeah.
Oh.
If we see The Landlord on Netflix, I'm gonna be pissed.